At the beginning of the story, we see a hunter in the forest. The lion in the forest. He came to hunt, but then the lion threatens himself. And seeing it grow, and instead of going after the hunter, the other side is running fast. And then we see something unknown behind this hunter. So he is running away. And here we find that the lion, he did not see the man, but then he saw what he knew. Now the man jumps into a river and saves himself. Then the man tries to get out of the water. But then a stranger drowns him in the water. And here we find that there is something in this forest, which is more dangerous than the lion. Then we get a medical company that makes medicine. But this company is not happy with its employees because they have not yet developed a new medicine. Boss speaks from his own employer. You promised to cure cancer soon. They will make medicine. But then what happened? Then he said to himself, "My name is John. We didn't have a cure for cancer, but we did. The hand is one that causes many diseases. They can be okay." He asks, "What is it?" Which June points to her friend Jack. And Jack shows a picture of a flower on the screen. Jack says the name of the flower, blood, an arcade or a very special kind of flower that's 7 years later. It was only for 6 months, and within that flower, there are chemicals that can increase the lifespan of human cells. From the flower of the flower, the diseases of mankind are gone. After using the medicine, the man is young, and man can live long. So if we have this flower, the company will benefit greatly. We can make a lot of money. Only flowers. It is in the forest of Borneo, and now the flowers will only be open for the next 2 weeks, after which the flowers died. If we don't get it quickly. So we waited 7 years for this flower to grow again. You have to listen to the boss of the company. He says, "You guys, go quickly to Borneo and get this flower at any price." Then a team of 6. The flowers are ready to flower, and they are Borneo. They arrive, but to go to the forest of Borneo, they have to cross the river, and the rain is heavy. Nobody wants to go into the water, because the weather is so bad today and then here. The owner of a boat named Vale, these rivers, get ready to cross. Well, he's asking for a lot of money, because they didn't have much time. Now only to them. It took 2 weeks for the kids to get to school. For this, these people are ready to give money. Then they travel. Then they started and they were all sitting in the river. Then they move forward into the forest. After a few steps forward, Jack pulls out a map. Bill tells us to get people flowers, going to this place. Seeing this, Bill is worried. He says, "Wherever you go, it is very dangerous. And the way we go." And they are on their way. It is very dangerous to reach this place. He asks, "Do you have another way?" Then he said, "Yes, the way is safe. You can get to this place of trouble. The road is a little long. It may take us a few days to reach this flowering place. Listen to Jack. Going the other way." He denied it and said, "We do not have much time, so we are on our way." They will go. Then they turn away from the dangerous path. Now here's a girl on the team when she goes to her room. Then he heard a strange sound from the closet. And when he opens the door, a monkey comes in. He jumps over it. Seeing this, the girl is terrified, and then the monkey went straight. "Sit on the shoulder of the well." Goes, and here we find that monkey. Then he called it, and then he called it. Then, after a full day, it is night, and they are moving in the river. Then, the monkey looks on the top of the monkey. Take him to eat. But in the meantime, the boat goes out and the monkey stays there. Then the monkeys went through the forest to reach the boat. But then there is something behind it. Whoever sees the monkey is terrified, and then he climbs a mountain and saves himself. The next morning, Will is looking for his monkey, but the monkey is nowhere to be found. A girl on the team, talking to someone on a satellite phone. But the satellite phone signals are not coming properly. That's the girl signal. It comes to the edge of the board, and then, because of the force, a small gate on the edge of the board opens. Then the girl fell into the water. Now the girl is back, trying to get on board. And then the others help the girl. They pull on the board, but then a crocodile attacks the girl who sees it. Will made some thoughts. Jump into the water. He goes and tries to save the girl from the crocodile. Now Will saves this girl's life, but he's a crocodile now. Will attacks and Will saves himself. He pulled out a knife on the crocodile, which he killed and then returned to the top. "Come on board." Then they turned towards him. And here we see, then the dead crocodile is drawn into the water. And when they go forward, then the monkey jumps up from the top of their dinner table. He is very scared, as if he had seen something dangerous, and then he puts it on his shoulder. Then the night will come. Then the heavy rain begins. Then he says, "It's raining." And the rain has increased the flow of the river. So we have to wait for the rain to stop for a while. And if we go forward, then we can go forward. But Jack says we don't have time. And the flowers we are going to get. There is only 1 week left for him. If we didn't get this flower in a week, then we waited for this flower to grow again for 7 years. We have to get there soon. When he hears this, Will says to Jack, "Okay, I'm bad at you. I'll get there in the weather. But for you, I'll have to pay $50,000 extra." Jack believes in him. Then the morning came and they arrive at the place, where all the trees were floating above the water. Seeing this is understandable. Then there will be a great deal of water. That's why he tries to spin the board. But then the steering wheel of the board gets jammed, which is why their boards are continuously moving forward. When they see it, they are terrified, because he was coming forward. So he raises all the people on the board, together with the rest of us, while trying to reverse the board. But then the engine shut down, and now these people, and they were close enough. Seeing this, we know that no one can save us. He says to all the people, "You have everything you need in your board. Pick it up," and then their boots are huge. Then he falls down, from the bottom to the bottom. No one will be able to survive in the water, but their boat will be completely destroyed. And they come to the shore. These people are very worried, because they are in the forest. They were trapped and now they have them. There was no boat to go back. Then Will, and everyone knows that there is another river. A friend of mine runs a boat there. If we get there, we get there. Which Will, call your friend. He says, "I am yours." Need help? Will's friend will help them. In return, he asked for $5,000. Will says it. "I'll give you $5,000. Then the other river was far away from them. Then they went to the other side. Then they went through the forest and then into the forest. There is a lake that they will cross. And when they go into the water, the monkey who climbs a mountain and he screamed as if he had seen something. But no one pays attention to this monkey. And then Water, one of their companions, "I see some shit." He says, "There is something here that hits my feet." He went away, but no one believed him. And then one of his teammates who is behind him. And then suddenly the water is in the water. And when they see it, they seek it. And then the boy comes out, but his clothes are torn. And he is evil. Before they knew it. Then a large one in front of them. Then the boy jumped out of the water. Then they see everyone screaming. And they saw the boy in front of them. He kills after that. People run out of water to save themselves. And now they are too scared, because they had never seen such a big snake. Everybody here knows that. There is a human being who we have to eat and get out of here quickly. He says, "If we go back, we will go back. So what shall we do?" He says, "A man's body." It takes several weeks to digest, to get us out of here. Enough time, then a teammate. He said, "We have to get to this board soon." And after reaching the board, we left this project here and went back home. They will listen to Jack. And he said, "When we have come so far, we have fulfilled this mission. And they will go. For the flowers we receive, the price is in the millions. Then the rest of the team says that ours. John can go, but Jack is a very smart man and he made it. Get the flowers. He refuses to return home. Then the captain of the board says to Well Jack, "I will bring you to the board of my companions. Then our journey will end." And he said to Jack, "Well, you have traded me. Whoever says it's a trade, I don't want anyone else to know. Now they are all destroyed. We shall reach the board first, and then we shall reach the board. we will decide that we must return home. Or get that flower, after which, and they all started to move in the forest. Well, on the way, Sophia, I told Jack about this beforehand. He gave me an extra $50,000. He promised and said, You will not speak to anyone. It's not Jack's fault, it's all my fault. Let me tell you about the forest danger in time. These people are going to go up to the board. Then they watched from behind. There is a black-colored thing sticking on their partner's shoulder. And when he wears his shirt, then they find out the blood, sucking small creatures. It's all over the body and now well lighter. One by one, all of them are removed. After a long walk, these people are quite tired, so they all sit together in one place. Just like June. They wear shoes, and then they have a Chinese partner. He sees something in his shoes, and he stops wearing shoes. And when they see it, then a spider comes out of it. And it is not a normal spider, the poison of this spider. It is so quick that it is a human being. It can be paralyzed, and then Jack happily locks the spider in a box. He says, You have heard the wicked. He found a medicine, which can give us good money. On the other side is the friend of the well, who has a boat, and he is moving towards them. But then something hits his boat, so there. I can see the water here, and then he sees a great aquarium in the water. Whoever sees a friend of Val is very afraid. And then they quickly returned. But then he came from behind and killed him. Nobody in the boat now. The boat begins to move quickly towards their control, and the front bushes are blasted, which they see in the distance and the rest of the team. Then they run to the boat. Where they see the boat is completely destroyed. Everyone sees this because they are so sad. The boat was their last hope to get out of here. These people are looking for things in this boat. And as much as saved, there is a need for goods. They were looking for what they were looking for. They don't get that, actually got them. They might get a satellite phone on this board so that they can call for help themselves with the help of satellite phones. They don't have any satellite phones, and now they are much worried because they had no way out, and they didn't understand that. How to get out of here. Then their Chinese counterparts. He says, there are half of them here. Those who have been in this forest for thousands of years. If we find them, maybe they can help us. The boy is all right. And then they all got half of them. They go out, and after a few days away from them, Will finds the dead body of this booted friend, which was in the boat a while ago. I ate it, and now I ate it. Amanda gave it to him. Seeing this, Will tells everyone that after hunting Anaconda, then he goes to the ground, and he goes to the ground. Get out! When he sees the danger around him. There is also an anaconda in this forest. Before we get dark, then they will reach the halfway point. Not in the dark of night, one by one. We will kill everyone. Then they begin the journey again. And after a while and half of them went to the village. But there is no half of them here. And the village is deserted. And after a few steps forward, and they see a great deal of death. Then there was the dead body of a man. And seeing it, they know that the serpent has been killed by the tribes. For the serpent will strike the tribes. And now the tribes have left the village, because they knew. We have killed a snake. And now the rest of the dead snake. They will attack us. That is why the people of the city left. And the people of the city will not be helped. These people are completely disappointed. Well, he says, we have to help ourselves. So why don't we all make a wooden keyboard together? Listen to all of them. It is liked. Then all the people were struck down. Together they create a board. And here Jack is looking for equipment to make boards. Then he sees a bloody arcade flower. When he saw it, Jack called everyone to him. And he says blood orchids will be around here. Jack also knows that. Snakes are growing because snakes are eating the same blood or flower. And now Jack at any cost. I wanted to get blood or flowers. That's why Jack tells the rest of us to find blood or flowers. But no one is willing to believe it. And when he saw Jack, Here. Then he made several boats. Then they had to get out of here. Here's a teammate named John. His foot is bad. Then it hurts. Now June to put something on her feet. He opens Jack's bag. I thought I might find someone in Jack's bag. But when he opens Jack's bag, one pistol in Jack's bag and the satellite phone appears. Actually, this pistol and satellite phone, it was Will's friend coming by boat to pick them up. But on the way, Anaconda ate it, and his boat was struck by the blast. And when they were blasted, they were looking for the necessary equipment on the board. Then Jack got this pistol and this satellite phone. But Jack didn't tell anyone about the satellite phone, because Jack didn't want to call for help. If help comes here, then the rescue team took them from here, and the blood orchids flowers they came here for. The flowers leave them there. June got very angry at Jack when he saw this. And then Jack comes in. Then he asked, when did you call? And we could call someone here for help. Then why didn't you tell us about this phone? He says, if there's help? So we don't got the flowers from here. So I hid the satellite phone from you guys. Then June heard the anger. He says it is more valuable than... Our soul is here for all of you. I will tell you about... June calls the police. Call for help here, before you talk to the police. Then Jack closed the poisonous spider in the box, throws on June's hand and he spiders. June is cut, which makes June so desperate. And now Jack locks the spider back in the box. Then he goes out and comes to the people, where everyone on the team is ready to leave. But they see why June hasn't arrived yet. So Sophie watched June. When Sophie arrives in June, he saw that he didn't say anything about June. It is completely paralyzed. Sophie on June's hand. The spider's bite mark also appears. Sophie sees it. It's all about Jack. So she came straight to Jack and said, that last time you were with June, what have you done with June? Nothing is said there. Then we see a great deal. Then he came and the serpent attacked him. Running from June, those who are out and about hear the voice of June and understand that June, therefore everyone is in danger. June is coming. And then they saw it in June. The snake has swallowed alive. When they see it, they are all very sad. People return to the river. You see what they made. Jack has left him alone. When they see it, they are all very disappointed, because they are here again. And now Anaconda was moving around, but they will not lose their courage. And they make plans for us to get our boots back from Jack. They shall stand, because Jack must be going to the blood orchid flower spot right now. And when Jack stands in the river and breaks the flowers, then we shall sneak out of it. They shall stand. Then they went through the path of the forest in darkness. They move forward. Then their Chinese companion falls into the river, where a big anaconda comes in and eats it, and now the snake follows them, and then they quickly fled. They go into a big cave, where there is a lot of darkness. Then they will see the light in one place, where they could get out. Then they come out one by one. As their last partner, he is coming out of the tunnel. Then he gets stuck in that hole. Then, as soon as everyone gets out of it, then there, Anaconda. He pulls his head out and tries to eat it. Sophie is here with a sword. Anaconda's head cuts off and kills him, and saved his partner's life. And then another one from behind. He comes and takes his companion, which they saved. Now here's to chasing this anaconda. It looks like he is climbing a mountain. They will eat their food, and then they will eat their food. Put a knife on his head, which kills Anaconda in there. Anaconda leaves their partner. The other side is shown to Jack, which reaches the Blood Arcade flower place, where all the Blood Arcade flowers were in front of him. And seeing these flowers, Jack is very happy, because he was rich in flowers. The rest of the team, following Jack. Then they came to Jack, and they all came to him. Keep an eye on Jack, as Jack goes to cut the flowers. Then the opportunity to benefit. They are quickly in this place, going to the place where Jack was standing. Before they all went out, Jack hears his voice. And then Jack arrives here and takes everyone to gunpoint. Now Jack to create his fear in everyone's heart. Will shoots at the shoulder of Well. It is badly destroyed, and the rest of them are scared. And then he feared them. Gives Sophia a bag. Then he says, "Your gun is yours. Blood orchid's flowers will bring. If you refuse, I will kill you." Sophie did not want to. Are ready for the flowers and the bags are prepared. She starts moving toward these flowers. But to get those flowers, Sophia is one. Then he goes upstairs, and when he gets there, looking down at the pit, and down one fair male and female, they are anacondas having a meeting. Sophie looks a lot. And then he was scared, and then he went forward. The flowers are brought to them, after which the flowers are quickly plucked into the bag. And when she is returning from there with her bag filled with flowers, then he said to Jack, "You have to throw the gun down." "No, I'm not going to throw it in a bag full of flowers." Listen to Jack. He got angry and shot at the side of her friend. He says, "If you don't throw this bag at me, I will kill your friend." Sophie is forced to throw her bag at him. And as soon as Jack picks up the bag, then from behind, Well attacked him, because of which the bag slips from Jack's hand. It slips from his hand, falls far away, and the spider inside. He comes out of the bag. Just like Jack, he lifts the bag on his shoulder again. Then he cuts off Spider Jack, which makes Jack's body paralyzed and Jack down with a bag full of flowers. He falls into the pit, where two big anacondas. Sophie is trying to get to her friends. In the water below. It falls to the ground, and then the two of them are on their way. An anaconda catches Jack and kills him. And the opportunity to benefit. Sophie quickly comes up to her friends. But then a man sees them and they seem to follow. Then there's their companionship. Take an oil can and go. He turns his attention to himself, which he then followed. The girl attacked and held the can of oil in her hand. He takes it in his mouth. Taking advantage of the opportunity here. Well, hurry. He tries to shoot her in the face, so that the can in its mouth can explode. Then the gun went off and on. His second companion, a flare gun, fires straight at the mouth of the anaconda. The fire will burn in his mouth and he will return to it. And then there is another one, and then there is another. In the mouth of the anaconda, which is a can of oil, the blast happens and the soil around the blast, it begins to fall into the pit, which includes large stones and blood. Orchid's flowers. I fall. Here's an anaconda trying to get out. But then a big stone comes from above and falls on this anaconda. And here with the blood orchid flower. Both are underground. They are buried forever. And thus the two anacondas end. At the end of this movie, we are shown that, well, Sophia and her two companions. They came out of the forest in a boat. The monkey will be with them. And then there's Sophie Will's wound. Seeing them both, we know. They both like each other. And then the story ends with him. If you liked this video, subscribe our channel